According to statistics from the National Institute on Aging, 6 out of 10 women over the age of 50 report that they frequently wake up during the night to use the bathroom. What seems like a small issue quietly erodes sleep quality, drains energy, and triggers a chain of hormonal changes that are already fragile after menopause. Have you ever found yourself lying awake in the middle of the night, not because of noise or bad dreams, but because of your own body? These seemingly simple signs, such as shallow sleep, a frequent waking, mild bloating, and morning fatigue, are subtle signals that your pelvic region and internal regulation functions may be weakening. Dr. Lisa Mosconi, a neuroscientist and expert in female hormones in the United States, has spent more than 2 decades researching gentle, natural, and effective solutions for women over 50. And in today's video, I will share one of her remarkable findings. It is a 1-minute relaxing movement before bedtime that may support hormone balance and help stabilize bladder function. If you are over the age of 50, make sure to watch this video until the end, because it may change the way you care for your body every night. Which country are you watching this from? Do not forget to leave a comment below. After the age of 50, a woman's body enters an entirely new stage. Many internal changes begin to take place. Though we may not immediately notice them, one of the most subtle yet deeply impactful changes is the decline in hormonal function. As hormone levels decrease, the body's natural regulatory systems also begin to slow down and lose balance. Hormones are not only related to mood or emotions. They play a central role in maintaining the overall health of various organs, especially in the pelvic area, which supports the bladder and digestive organs. Hormonal imbalances can cause the tissues to weaken and become harder to control. This is why many women after the age of 50 start to experience light or interrupted sleep, nighttime awakenings, a feeling of pressure in the lower abdomen, or an inability to sleep deeply even when feeling physically tired. According to statistics from the Journal of Urology, the number of cases involving bladder dysfunction rises significantly in women after menopause. Specifically, more than half of women over the age of 55 have been recorded showing signs of instability in their ability to control nighttime urination. When hormone regulation declines, the body no longer sends accurate signals to the muscle groups responsible for maintaining stable bladder activity. As a result, you may find yourself waking up in the middle of the night to use the bathroom, which disrupts your deep sleep cycle. However, the issue does not stop at sleep. When sleep is fragmented, the body is unable to regenerate energy. Fatigue can carry over into the next day. You may find yourself feeling sluggish, unable to focus, more irritable, or even uninterested in activities you used to enjoy. It all begins with changes that seem very small. Moreover, this condition directly impacts mental health. When sleep is not deep enough, the brain does not have sufficient time to clear out toxins and restore its cognitive functions. This explains why many women at this age experience memory decline, slower reactions, or frequent forgetfulness of simple daily details. The good news is that these changes can absolutely be improved if you understand your body correctly. Just a few small adjustments in your daily routine, especially before bedtime, can create a significant difference. One of the most natural and accessible ways is to reactivate the pelvic muscles through gentle stretching exercises before going to sleep. You might wonder whether a few simple movements can really influence the hormonal system and bladder. The answer is yes, and that will be explained clearly in the next section. Many people believe that improving health requires completely changing their diet, daily exercise routines, or turning to complicated interventions, but in reality, it is often the smallest things that have the most powerful impact. Your body does not need to be forced. It simply needs to be understood and supported gently. In over 20 years of working with women over the age of 50, I have seen many enter menopause burdened by long-term sleep difficulties and a sense of losing control over their own bodies. But what is fascinating is that when they began spending just 1 minute before bed performing a simple pelvic stretch, the quality of their sleep started to improve. The heavy feeling in the lower abdomen decreased. Nighttime awakenings became less frequent. The reason does not lie in the movement itself, but in the biological response the body has when it is properly relaxed. When you perform a gentle stretching motion, the pelvic floor area becomes activated. This helps improve blood flow to the region. When circulation improves, the tissues and organs receive enough oxygen and nutrients to recover. According to the American Urological Association, when the pelvic muscles are gently exercised, it enhances the ability to retain urine and reduces the likelihood of incorrect nerve signals that cause nighttime awakenings. In addition, when you focus on your breathing and slow, controlled movements, the parasympathetic nervous system is activated. This is the part of the nervous system responsible for relaxation, slowing the heart rate, and preparing the body for deep sleep. Not only that, stretching also influences the release of melatonin, a hormone that plays a crucial role in regulating the sleep-wake cycle. When your body feels safe and relaxed, the pineal gland in your brain begins to produce more melatonin, which helps you fall asleep more easily and stay asleep longer. According to Dr. Abraham Morgentaler, a leading expert in endocrinology, pelvic activation exercises can be considered a natural therapy to support hormone function in older women. No medication is needed. No gym is required. All it takes is creating a space and time for your body to breathe, to stretch, and to reconnect with itself. You may not notice the effects after the first try, but when you continue regularly every night, your body will gradually understand and respond with small yet clear changes: deeper sleep, fewer awakenings, as a calmer mind, and that is the first step toward lasting restoration from within. This exercise does not require any prior training experience. No yoga mat is needed, no special equipment. The only things you need are a quiet space and a bit of patience for your own body. You can perform it right on your bed in the calm atmosphere of the evening. This is a stretch that combines gentle movement and breath control, designed to activate the pelvic region, relax the nervous system, and naturally support hormone production. Though it lasts only 1 minute, its positive effects will build over time, helping to improve both sleep quality and internal regulation. Before you begin, lie on your back in bed and make sure your surroundings are quiet. Keep the lighting soft or turn it off completely. Allow yourself to feel the body slowly entering a resting state. First, gently bend both knees. Place your feet flat on the bed, about hip-width apart. Rest both hands lightly on your lower abdomen. Close your eyes. Inhale deeply through your nose, allowing your lower belly to rise naturally. Then exhale slowly through your mouth, letting the belly relax. Repeat this deep breathing for 5 cycles. Let all your attention focus on the lower abdomen, where the internal regulatory systems are connected. Once your body begins to relax, keep the same position and move to the next step. Extend your left leg straight while keeping the right leg bent. Slowly rotate your hips to the left in small circular motions, as if drawing a circle with your pelvic bones. Perform 5 circles clockwise, then reverse and do 5 more counterclockwise. Then switch sides, extend your right leg, bend your left leg, and rotate your hips in the same way. Each steady circular motion helps activate the pelvic floor and improve blood circulation. Next, return to the initial position with both knees bent. Now try a simple but important movement. Imagine gently engaging your pelvic floor muscles. This is the same sensation as when you try to stop the flow of urine. Hold the contraction for 5 seconds, then release. Repeat this 3 times. This movement helps rebuild the strength of the muscles responsible for bladder control and hormonal support. The entire exercise takes only about 1 minute. However, when done consistently every night, you will begin to notice changes. Your sleep becomes deeper, nighttime awakenings become less frequent, the lower abdomen feels lighter. Most importantly, your mind feels calmer in the morning. According to a study published by the Journal of Women's Health Physiotherapy, stretching exercises combined with pelvic floor contractions help more than 40% of women between the ages of 50 and 60 significantly improve sleep quality and reduce pelvic discomfort after just 6 weeks of regular porn. Practice. Note that you do not need to repeat this many times in one evening. 1 to 2 repetitions are enough. The key is to stay patient and listen to your body. In the beginning, you may not feel a clear difference, but trust the process. Every night you dedicate 1 minute to your body is another step closer to natural inner healing. And if you feel your body needs a little more, do not hesitate to pair this stretch with other gentle changes in your nighttime routine. For example, dimming harsh lights, limiting screen use, and drinking a small cup of warm ginger water before bed. When everything works in harmony, you will begin to notice improvements not only in your sleep, but also in your mood and overall well-being. In the next section, I will share a few more simple daily habits to support your hormones and bladder health. A gentle stretch before bedtime is an important first step, but for long-term results, the body also needs daily support through healthy habits. Simple things like the timing of water intake, eating patterns, and your mood before sleep play a major role in the body's natural ability to regulate itself. When these elements work together in harmony, your hormonal system becomes more supported and bladder function more stable. First is the timing of hydration. Drinking enough water is essential to cleanse the body, support circulation, and keep tissues hydrated. However, if you consume too much water after dinner or just before bedtime, the bladder will become more active during the night. This may cause you to wake up mid-sleep, interrupting the brain's and hormones recovery cycle. According to the National Institute on Aging, it is best to hydrate adequately during the day and gradually reduce water intake after 6 o'clock in the evening. If needed, you can take a few small sips of warm water before bed to soothe your throat without placing too much pressure on the bladder. Second is your diet. Certain foods help naturally support hormone production, while also stabilizing the pelvic region and relieving pressure on the bladder. These include magnesium-rich foods such as spinach, almonds, and pumpkin seeds. Magnesium helps regulate muscle activity and supports deep sleep. You can also increase your intake of foods containing lignans and omega-3, such as flax seeds, broccoli sprouts, and fish oil. These nutrients have been shown to support hormonal balance and nourish the nervous system. In addition, reducing your intake of stimulants like coffee, strong tea, and sugary drinks in the evening is also important. These substances may overstimulate the nervous system and decrease your ability to control bladder activity. According to a study by the American Urological Association, limiting caffeine after 3 o'clock in the afternoon significantly reduced the number of nighttime awakenings in women over the age of 50. Another important factor is mental state. Prolonged stress or anxiety can affect the hypothalamus, the brain region that regulates both sleep and hormone function. You can try simple practices, such as writing down 3 things you are grateful for each night, listening to soft music, or practicing 5 minutes of deep breathing before lying down. These small habits help calm the nervous system and signal the body that it is safe to enter deep sleep. Finally, listen to your body. If you notice bloating, pressure in the lower abdomen, or poor sleep, these may be early signs that your body is asking for a gentle shift. You do not need to change everything all at once. Just choose one positive habit and stick with it. Over time, your body will begin to adapt and recover. Health after 50 does not depend on drastic changes, but on small actions repeated consistently each day. Taking care of your health after the age of 50 does not need to begin with anything grand. Sometimes, just 1 minute of slow breathing, a gentle stretch before bedtime, or a small change in your dinner routine can create a meaningful difference in your daily quality of life. Throughout this journey, you have explored with me the reasons why the body becomes more sensitive after 50. We have seen the role hormones play in maintaining deep sleep and stable bladder function. You have learned how to perform a simple yet effective stretch and discovered food choices that support your hormonal health. You also learned about the importance of drinking water at the right time and keeping your mind relaxed before sleep. I want you to remember that your body is always listening, no matter your age. The ability to self-regulate and heal is still present as long as you give it the time and care it needs. Starting tonight, place your hands gently on your belly, take 5 deep breaths, and perform the stretch you have just learned. That small action is a signal to your body that you are taking care of it with full attention. If you found today's content helpful, do not forget to subscribe to the channel so you will not miss future videos. We will continue to share more tips on herbs, nutrition, and gentle exercises to help women over 50 live healthier every day. And if you have a food that you often enjoy for dinner, feel free to share it with us in the comments below. Your experience might be just what someone else needs to begin their own journey to better health. Starting with the smallest steps